Hey, NASDOG.com here, where you get the best dope on the market. Unemployment or unenjoyment Friday. We're looking at the S&Ps here. This is pre-market here. We're at 5110, 5118 was the high. Okay, up here, there's a few levels here. We came back down to this red here. Okay, and then we got back over here. This is going into the number here. We're going to do a video here. Actually, the number comes out in 15 minutes. 714 right down there. If you're looking for somewhere to sell, you can pick out one of these levels here. This is educational, okay? Let's just go through, these are bonds here. Let's just look at this before the number. Okay, so we're right here. We're making new highs. Okay, these are just big areas right here. This is about 117 round down. Now here's one that has a pattern here. If you wanted to learn this pattern recognition, this is before the number here, 720. This is an olive line buy, okay, on the way down you go green, orange, thin olive, thick olive. We can go from these olives back up to the greens, and then this would be a place where you could possibly sell it. Here you put a 5-tick stop in it or something like this. This would be going into the number here, or you wait till after the number, up above there, 110.04. Okay, and you could see some levels up here. You're just looking at these levels over here on the right here. Those would be live. I just drew this trend line here, 118.17, just off these tops right here. So we'll see. We'll probably possibly have some buy stops over that. We'll see what goes on. These would be 5-year notes. Okay, now remember this is educational here. We are under this support here. You cannot, in my opinion, you don't want to be long this because it means everybody's long. Under an olive line buy, okay, it's the methodology. Okay, so these would be the numbers here. This is the 5 years. This is June contract, 106.10, 107.14. You got 107s in the middle there. Not any kind of recommendation here. We're just going to look at this before this number comes out. Okay, so this is live. This is live right now. Okay, 722 pre-unenjoyment report. And to put it into some kind of understanding here on a yield chart, okay, these would be, now this is inverse to the bonds, okay, because if interest rates go up, a fixed coupon bond goes down. Got it? Anyway, these would be olive line sells. Here you are back at the green. Where are we? 488 here. As a matter of fact, well, we're right there. Okay, the black is right the last price here. Nothing to say here. This right down here. If this was to be bullish in the bonds, yield would go down. That's possibly a place right here, 476.5, and you're against an even quarter, 475%. This is 10-year yield. All right, unemployment came out here. What are we looking at here? We're looking at the S&P here. Okay, and we are up big. What I'm pointing out here is I'm pointing out this teal line right here, 51, 52, 11. Okay, we got up to 51, 57. This is one of these candlestick trend lines here. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's put one off the tops here. This would also be a generic. It's got to be exact. Okay, so it looks like 51.70 right here would be the one off these two tops, actually off those two pinks. Here's another look at it here. So we went up here to, what did I say, 51.57. We took out this high right here, 51.54. Okay, so if in fact you were looking as a trader here early in the morning, it gets back under here and you sell it, okay? That would just be playing this old high, and then you'd have a new high stop, buy stop, okay? So the idea is you sell it when it gets under here, okay, and then you just have a buy stop here, and then you, whatever it is, whatever you want to take this profit. This is a corn chart right here, okay? Plain Jane corn chart, no lines. Okay, this is a weekly here. Last week we just had a little reversal actually here. If we put up the candlesticks here. Okay, well anyway here, this would be buying. Okay, this is today. This is overnight trading. Okay, so we took this trend line out here. We got this level mapped out over here. It was just shy here. We had a red and broke here. We hit this and broke. We're making it over here. I wouldn't be short this stuff with your money. Not right now. Let's look at the beans here. Here we have some olive line buys down here, just short term. Okay, and then here, this is last week's bar. We took it out to the downside, got under all of last week's range. Okay, and right now, this is this morning, we're up another 10 cents. We have an outside up week. Okay, this is bullish. This is crude oil here. It's 7.48, so this is after the number. We're up 35 cents. This is a weekly here also. We came down, just missed this trend line here. Actually, 78.80. Actually, 78.80 is the low here. Okay, this is a weekly chart here, okay? So that was made before. Here you got a trend line here. So these would be possibly a couple areas to sell. These could possibly be a couple light greens, okay? Now, they were very sloppy, okay, but sometimes they come back. These are long-term numbers, okay? And all of a sudden they're selling it off here. You can see a little bit of lower highs here on a weekly. This is silver here, okay? We got down here back into these levels here. See, when you get under them, okay, you see the sevens right there here, and then we rock it up. We come back right where we started yesterday morning, okay, and then we come back in here. We come into these three levels right here, 26, 64, 65, and 69. Within the nickel, I have three levels. Within, 7 cents, I have four levels, okay? So, here's silver. All right, so we're getting ready for the grain opening. It's 8:15 here. This is a look here. These are 3-minute charts here. This was the bonds. Okay, only have one number here. We missed it by a tick. Okay, got a couple numbers up here. Uh, this particular one where I just threw out the idea if you were going to sell this thing, listen, this is 3 minutes here. We blew right through here. Now here we're right at this green line here. This would seem like it's going to be a pivot here for the day session. And this one came down. What did we get down to? 478% on the percent chart. So here we got a little rally over here in Fed funds. These are November Fed funds. And then here's the SOFR. What is this? Is this a weekly here? Hang on a second here. Okay, you actually went outside up early here. This is a week. This is June Fed funds. And we'll see here, This could totally come back down on the downside here. Not a recommendation at all. This is educational. If you need anything, you need these charts, stop over. NASDOG. You can email me, ARP at, you guessed it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Always use risk stops when trading to stop the risk. Thank you. Oops.